For like 3 days now, I haven't known how to even start talking about this, but I basically just want to talk about Satan and the concept of Satan and the concept of like overall evil. Okay, that's what we can talk. That's what we can call it. Overall evil. Okay, there we go. Okay. I just started the video and already we're getting somewhere. Okay. All right, let's go. Hopefully I can start saying some words. But yeah, so I think it could be helpful for us to all believe in the concept of overall evil. Because in Christianity, you believe in Satan and you believe that Satan is the root cause of all the evil. And then it also like paints a beautiful picture of like a cool enemy to like actually to like cast blame on. And it's like the concept of Satan isn't actually like sensible or like it's not scientific or anything. It's just like it's a good way to represent the evil in the world. For me, it's a way to represent all the bad, all the evil. Like I just saw like, oh wait, okay, sorry for the distraction. I just saw like 7 homeless people just sleeping on the fucking bench, like in downtown Denver, Colorado. It was just like, it's just those little things. Like, for me, it's just, and I just see the evil in the world in those little things. I mean, there were 7 people. They all had blankets, and they're just trying to survive the night. But it's just like, oh my god. Just 7 people. I imagine 7 different people just sitting on this one bench. And I was trying to figure out, like, what is it about that one bench that 7 whole people would want to sleep on it? It's obviously a long bench. But I was wondering if it was maybe a heated bench. I guess that would make sense. But yeah, we need to have the right enemies. The right enemy is the root, whatever the root cause of evil is, and like why people would choose to do bad things, or why systems would be designed here on Earth to where somebody is essentially forced to sleep on those benches. I mean, I imagine they weren't sleeping on the benches just because it's super fun. I don't think it's probably that fun. I mean, it could be fun occasionally to like sleep on a bench, or you know what I mean. But no, like they're fucking homeless, and so such systems can exist if there can be people in the shadows who control government and politics and companies. I think it could be helpful to represent all of that as one collective evil. And so for me, that's what I see every single time. Every single time I peek a corner and I see something bad, something even remotely bad, I'm just like, oh, that's it. That's the evil. That's like the burden. That's like the cross that I have to bear. And you'll notice this language, and it's just like the language that I'm using. It's just because all the art that I enjoy, it all tells a similar story. It all basically tells the same story. It's just like there's something terrible, there's something evil and wicked and terrible inside of the world, and we have to just rise up and leave. And that's what I like about Christianity, is like the symbology of it. Oh my gosh, symbology. But like, it's just the art of it, the art of the story. In Christianity, it's really nice. It's really nice. The story of it. The story of like recognizing bad in the world. And so I remember someone said, in order to be a Christian, you basically only have to, the only requirement to being a Christian, someone said, not me, but someone said, just recognize the problems in the world. I really like that. I really, really like that. In fact, you know what? I say that now. So I'm here in this video right now. I am claiming that as my quote also. Not my original quote, but yeah, my quote too. Let's all say that. Because who are you to lock religion or hope or love or truth behind like a rigid and limited belief system? Like, that's just not fair. And so now, yeah, all the art points to this grand story that every one of us gets to play a part in, of leaving behind the old ways of evil and just like embracing life, pretty much. Like just embracing whatever the truest, most amazing form of life is. Like we have to find that and just like pursue it. And it just sounds so cliche, but it's just this concept of Satan, this personification of evil, this, like, I don't know, condensation. I don't really know the word for it right now. By the way, the point on this channel is to try. So right now I'm talking to you with words that most likely won't make complete sense. But again, the point is to try. The point is to try. So I have to remind myself that. I've reminded myself that in nearly every video recently. But let's have the right enemy. And the right enemy is the collective evil. So with every single bad thing, every single bad thing that we see, it's whatever the force is behind that, and then, I don't know, give it a little name tag or something like Satan. For me, that's been very powerful. And for me, I've enjoyed a lot of art, listened to a lot of songs that embody that and have similar language to that. It's not identical, so so a lot of the art that I watch, I've had to like give it my own sort of meaning so that it kind of is in line with what I'm talking about, of like Satan and evil and like bad. But I don't want to be too loud. There's like, okay, never mind. But like, it's just, it's simple. It's simple. I'm running out of words. If you're listening to me at this point, it's probably just because it's like comforting, or you know how like people watch videos to comfort themselves. I do all the time, so I know what I'm talking about at least. But yeah, it's just like, you know, I turned the corner and I just saw those people sleeping. They were all asleep, and I could only imagine that bench was heated. And then, of course, a moment like that would inspire me to. A moment like that would inspire me to just go listen to a song. A very powerful song about some way that we as a society can escape the evil in the world. How many people do you know that talk like how I'm talking right now? How many people talk like this? Because me, I don't want to have one singular enemy. That's just ridiculous. I mean, how could one human being be my enemy? That just can't be right at all. How could one evil action be my enemy when there's so many evil actions? So for me, the only logical thing to do is to personify all of this suffering, all of this misery as evil. Now, I'm not trying to be negative by saying, oh, there's so much suffering in the world. I'm actually trying to be positive, because I have a lot of... Okay, hold on. Let me restart that sentence I was just trying to say. I have a brain that is focused on solutions. Okay, so I absolutely love solutions. So if I open my mouth and I start to yap about negativity, I usually most likely try to attach it to some kind of actionable solution, because I just do not believe in just endless negativity with no resolve to it. And then like another thing that I think about a lot is resolved suffering versus unresolved suffering. So like if someone's trying to justify the suffering in the world, or like talk, or if we're just having a conversation about it and they're like trying to explain their thoughts on it, they're like, well, suffering has to exist. And I'm just like, well, I don't care about resolved suffering. I care about unresolved suffering. So I care about if there's just someone in the world who was born and all they've known is suffering, and then they die. Like, that's what I'm worried about. I haven't met anyone who is like that. I have not met anyone who's like that. I have only met people in this world who have had both good and bad days, and I'm so thankful for that. And so I like to believe that tomorrow, when the sun finally rises up and starts to warm the earth again, that those homeless people on the bench will be more likely to have a good day. I mean, being homeless in and of itself doesn't constitute like a bad life, you know. So homelessness in and of itself does not equal bad life. But yeah, just all the art circles back to tell the same story. I'm sure there's a couple stories or songs, arts, anything that you enjoy or have created yourself that tell a similar story. For me, I just look at life through that kind of lens of like Christianity, the language of the biblical and Christian kind of language. I'm not actually a Christian myself, which might be kind of funny, considering all that I've said so far. But I'm not actually a Christian. But I love that language. It helps me a lot. And so I'm going to conclude the video. You did not have to watch this video. If you did, that's actually a miracle. That is such a miracle. But I think I've gotten across everything I need to say. But yeah, thank you. You can share whatever you want in the comments, like whether it's the art that you've enjoyed or your thoughts about the evil in the world, or how you deal with the existence of like suffering. Or like, I don't know, let me know, like, do you also generalize all the suffering all at once, and do you like kind of carry it with you like a little, how do you explain it? How do you even explain it? You carry it with you. It's just funny. It's ridiculous. But for me, I feel like it's helped me be a better person, honestly. There was a point in my life where I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna take on all of the suffering at once. Because it just felt natural. It felt kind of natural to just, in a healthy way, take on all of the suffering at once. In a healthy way, take on all of the suffering in the world at once. And just like feel for everything. Feel intensely. Feel a lot of empathy for everybody. And then, in my experience, it has made me very, 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 very fortunate. And it has made me live a very, very meaningful life. So that's it then. That's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to tell you about the hope that I've found, the kind of language that I use to describe the world. Do you see how in the beginning of the video I was kind of slow? I was slower. The words were slower, but now they're flowing a little bit more. And just like that, I think the words are gone. So thank you for watching. But yeah, thank you for watching, truly.